So this is our, just a minute. Yes, good morning. So this one is our last session. And we have this last article, logarithm of a complex number. The theory, if you observe for log of a complex number, so whatever written on this single slide, that about the theory part. Remainings are the numericals on this article. First of all, we already familiar with log of real number. We can take a log of a real number, and that we write like okay. For example, you can write log of 10. Yes. What is the answer? No,
Sir,
again.
you want to
One.
guide us
Yes.
what we
Log.
have to note down or not?
Pardon?
Sir, tell us what we have to note down from these.
Everything, whatever on the slide. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, main important thing is these two formulas. This only you have to remember. These two are important. Remaining is for your understanding. That I tell you one by one. First of all, yes, log of 10 is equal to 1. And if you take okay, it depends again on the on what base you are taking this logarithm again. But for real number, we know we can take a log first. It converts the bigger number to the smaller number, and when we take anti-log, again we move from that smaller number to the larger number. Means it is one-to-one function. Okay, whatever the log function you learned up to the 12th, that is a real valued function, and it is one-to-one function. But now if we take a log of this complex number, log of complex number, there are two types of logarithms are defined. The first logarithm is known as general log. It is denoted by capital log. Okay, just write L as a capital there. So this log is a general log. And when we take a general log, actually whenever we have to take log of complex number, that complex number, first step, we should convert into the general polar form, or general polar form. And we know already how to convert in polar and general polar. First, we should find out r and theta by this formula. R is a root of x square plus y square. Theta is a tan inverse y by x. And you can directly write z is equal to x plus iy as r times cis theta, or cis of theta plus 2k pi, where k takes the values 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. We already learned this same thing in one of the article known as roots of complex number. In roots of complex number, yes, we have to do the same thing. We have to convert a complex number in a general polar, and then we replace the values of k like this, and we get the roots there. So similar thing we require here again. When we say a general log, yes, this we say for any value of k. This for any value of k. It indicates, yes, k can be 0, 1, 2, 3. So in general, we are writing. So this is a general log. This is general log. So for log of that z, we give multi-valued function. It gives us one to many. It is one to many function there. Okay. So that about the general log. But if we just put k equal to 0, or if we take a log of this principal polar form, then we get this one. Log of z is log of r plus I theta. I hope it is clear how we are writing this, because if you observe, what is our z? Z is r times e raised to I theta. We're taking log on both sides. So log z, log of z is, now we know log of multiplication is their addition. So we say log of r plus log of e raised to I theta. Okay, but log of e raised to I theta is only I theta. And that we get this formula. So nothing is you have to by heart actually. You can understand these formulas are just come by taking log on both sides. Only when theta is replaced by theta plus 2k pi, then it becomes a general log. First of all, this is a principal log. General log is replace theta by theta plus 2k pi. Any doubt? Any doubt in the theory?
No, sir.
Okay, now let me come to the numericals then.
Sir, wait a minute. We were understanding, sir. Let us
You
note
are
down some.
understanding. Okay, very good. Completed. So already I told the important thing, this one. You have to by heart this, and this. These two things are only important. Other things are just for your, yes, someone is on the chat. Sahitya, yeah. What about the separate real and imaginary? You have not done that for div 2. What about the separate real and imaginary? Uh, yes, already I shared a video, Sahitya. If you once we finish this session, if you have the doubt in any of the question, we'll do that again. Okay, we'll do that question again here. But you should go through the recorded videos what I shared in division 1. I think it is I conducted, and I shared that video with you. And still we are going to do it, separation of real and imaginary part, because log plays one of the important role to separate the complex number into real and imaginary part. So that is use of logarithm here. Can anyone tell me when we use generally the log in which type of the equation? Which type of the equation it's better to use a log to simplify the calculation? Yes, I asked some question. Square root is saying okay. Power is Vaishnav is giving power answer. Yes, you are correct, Vaishnav. Actually, whenever we deal with the power of a complex number, not necessarily only a square root, it is power, multiplication. Okay, that time if you take a log, it simplifies the expression. It simplifies the expression, and that only we are going to do it right now. For whenever we deal with the power of a complex number, and we have to separate it into real and imaginary part, we use log of a complex number here. Are you finished the theory? Can we move to the questions?
Yes, sir.
we have finished.
So the first question, one of the simple question that we have here. So we have to find out the general log of minus iota. So you can do like this. Let first of all, whatever the complex number we are given, we denote let z is equal to minus iota. Can you write its polar form directly? If you can write it directly. Otherwise, calculate r and theta and then write it. Yes, anyone? What is the polar form of minus iota? You can write it in rough also. What is x and y? If you compare with x plus iy, what is the value of x?
Sir, X is
X is 0,
Sir.
and y
X
is a
is it, y is
minus 1.
-1.
-1.
minus
So what
1.
about r?
R is 1, sir.
R is 1. What about theta?
Minus pi by 2.
Pi by 2.
Yes, very good. It is tan inverse of y by x. It is tan inverse of infinity. But now you cannot write it as a plus pi by 2 because you should know that it is on negative y axis. So it is a tan inverse of, I will write tan inverse of y by x, that is minus 1 by 0. And you should write minus pi by 2. That is important. Minus pi by 2. So this is the theta. And now the question is a general log. We have to calculate a general log. So first let me write a principal polar form. The principal polar form is r times cis theta. So r is 1. I will write here r times a cis theta first for your, or if we can write in exponential form also if you want. So r is 1 and this is cis of minus pi by 2, or it is a e raised to minus I pi by 2. Okay, e raised to minus I pi by 2. That is the exponential form of this one. Mainly we are interested in exponential, but this is a principal form. Let me convert a principal to the general. How to convert? Yes, how to convert principal to the general?
So log, sir.
Not log. You have
2k
to
pi.
replace theta by theta plus
Yes, sir. 2k pi plus.
theta replaced by theta plus 2k pi. Okay, now I'll change the color so you will observe this will come as a e raised to minus I. If I simplify 4k plus 1 into pi by 2, just simplified. I hope you are getting these things. And now it is a general polar. As it is a general polar, we get a general log. Then whenever we write in a general polar form, we get a general log. So taking log on both sides, which log we should write it? Capital, because we are writing general polar. Capital log of z. Now, if we take a log, you know log and this e gets cancelled, and this is minus I 4k plus 1 into pi by 2, and that's the answer. This is the general log. This is the general log of the given complex number. For each value of k, k can take any value, say 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. These infinite values. So this logarithm is known as a general logarithm. Can anyone tell me the value of a principal log? It is not asked in the question actually. It is the question is find general log only. So this is the end of the question. But by chance, if the question comes find a principal log, what will be your answer?
Minus I pi by 2.
Minus I pi by 2. Correct. You just should replace k by 0. Or here you take a log directly. Z equal to e raised to minus I pi by 2. Take log on both sides and you get the answer. Okay, complete it. Once you finish, tell me. We'll move to the next question then. This is one of the important article. Remember, the questions are coming on log of complex number. Generally, you will find at least one question in question paper on log. The question was find a general log of minus iota. Are you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will take a next question then. Some questions looks very difficult, but they are very simple actually. Just you should know how to convert the Cartesian to the polar. So here is a next question. Here, let me focus on first bit only. First bit is show that I raised to I. Okay, I will write it here. Those who are not able to see it. The first bit that we have to prove it here is show that I raised to I is equal to e raised to minus 4 n plus 1 into pi by 2. Also, we have to prove this log of I raised to I. Okay, log of I raised to I. Is it visible? Whatever I'm writing, is it visible? You are able to see it clearly, no? Or should I change the ink?
So change the ink, it will be better.
Okay, so which one is better? Pink is better here. This one? Oh,
So black would be better.
black will be better. Okay, I will take black then. So obviously, whenever we come across power I raised to I, okay, I raised to I, this one, power of complex number means complex number raised to complex number. Remember that question is based on the log only. So to prove that, first we'll assume that z is our that one. Z is I raised to I only. We have to find out I raised to z value as the other RHS part. So as a z raised to z form is there, complex number raised to complex number, we should take a log. Now which log we should take it again? You'll observe the required answer. The answer is given as a 4n plus 1. Generally we use k in general polar. So sometimes instead of k they can use n also, where n takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So don't confuse with the notation. The notation can be 4k plus 1 or 4n plus 1. Both are the same. So here we have to take a general log. Okay, so to take a general log, first of all, okay, we require this iota. We require that iota in a polar form. So can anyone tell me what is a polar form of iota? R times is theta, I'm saying. let I is equal to r times cis theta. What is r and theta? What will be r for?
Sir, 1 and pi by 2.
And theta will be pi by 2. So this is actually e raised to I pi by 2. I hope I'm clear here. Okay, so I
Yes, sir.
is nothing but it is e raised to I pi by 2. Iota is e raised to I pi by 2. That we are going to use it. So here first I will take log. We are taking capital log. So this is iota, capital log iota. We require the value of capital log of iota, but this is actually the principal value of iota. So it is a general e raised to iota pi by 2 plus 2k pi or 2n pi. Whatever you want, you can write it. It is not necessary that you should write the answer in terms of n only or in terms of k only. Choice is your. So I will write it here 2k pi because we generally prefer k as the integer there. So e raised to I, it is a 4k plus 1 into pi by 2. I hope it's clear. So what will be value of capital log of iota? What is the value of, this is iota and I want log of that iota. Can anyone tell me directly? So this is the rough work that also you have to show in the exam. Don't think this is a completely rough work. This is a side work and you should write in the exam. Yes, tell me. What will be the log of this iota?
Sir, 4k plus 1 pi by 2 into I.
Oh, yes, very good. That iota is also there. So that iota into 4k plus 1 into pi by 2. That's one. This is the value of capital log. So that iota into iota is a minus I square. Minus I square is minus 1. So it is minus 4k plus 1 into pi by 2. That is a log of z. So here the question was there that we completed actually. Okay, that we completed. Actually both are same. This, if you take say 2k plus 1 by 2 into pi. Okay, just if you take a common pi, you get that answer. So one of the part you already proved. So this is the answer for the another part. I hope it is clear. This answer and this answer are same. What is the difference? The difference is say 1 by 2 is taken inside. Take this 1 by 2 inside. So it is a 2k plus 1 by 2 into pi. How to get now the I raised to I? We got here log z. Actually the question is find I raised to I.
So we
Yes.
will just
Take log
multiply
that
I
side.
in the power.
Taking
Give the power.
anti-log. Taking anti-log on both sides. Okay. This gives us z equal to e raised to minus 4k plus 1 into pi by 2. And this is the another answer what we want, this one. Okay, this is the another answer. So both answers you got it here. Just we take an anti-log on both sides. Taking anti-log on both sides there. Okay, that is end of the first bit. Once you finish, tell me. We are going to do this part, or those who completed, they can try this one. They can try this question. Root I raised to root I is e raised to minus alpha cis alpha, where alpha is a pi by 4 root 2. That you have to prove it. Root I raised to root I. Just separate root I raised to root I into real and imaginary part. Indirectly, what we are doing actually, if you observe, if the instead of this, suppose the question comes, separate I raised to I into real and imaginary part. What will be your answer? Separate I raised to I into real and imaginary part. What will be the real and imaginary part of I raised to I?
So real will be e raised to that one.
Correct. And
Imaginary will be 0.
very good. You are correct. Okay. So the same thing you have to do it actually. Whatever we done, that is only we done separated into real and imaginary part. So only we write real part in a general polar form also, and we write it in principal polar form also. Okay. Both are considered as correct. Those who done this first bit, complete root I raised to root I. And those who not completed, note down it. I will give 2 minutes. So can we start? Second. So the second bit, root I raised to root I. So we will start with the same way. Let z is root of iota raised to root of iota. First thing, we want that root of iota, or which log we should take it here. If you observe, there is nowhere is written as a 2n pi or 2k pi. So just we can take a principal log here. Okay, so taking log on both sides, normal log I am writing, principal log of z is root of iota into log of root of iota. So we have to take this log. So first let me simplify that root of I. So again a side work. In the side work, yes, I will write iota first. That iota can be written as this is r cis theta. R is 1 and that is a cis of pi by 2. That is e raised to I pi by 2. But we want root I. So this gives us a root of I. That is e raised to I pi by 2 raised to 1 by 2. So it is e raised to I pi by 4. I hope I am clear. Root I is e raised to I pi by 4. Is it?
This I could not understand.
Which one?
Root I is equal to I.
Take a raised to half on both sides, na? I raised to half is e raised to I pi by 2 raised to half. So x raised to m raised to n is x raised to mn, na? So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 1 by 4 हो जाएगा ना? It is property of indices only. Are you getting?
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So we say it is a log of root I. Log of this root I. Log of e raised to I pi by 4. So this value we can directly replace as I pi by 4 only. That is a I pi by 4. Actually, we have to convert again into the z. We want z at the end. Now, what we can do it, this root I, this also we can write it as a e raised to I pi by 4. I will write it as a e raised to I pi by 4 into I pi by 4. Now, e raised to I pi by 4 is a cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. What is a cos pi by 4? I will write it
1 by
otherwise.
root 2.
Yes. So this is a 1 by root 2. So I'll take 1 by root 2 outside and I will write it as 1 plus I into I pi by 4. What is our aim? Our aim is to get actually z at the end. We have to convert it into the z. So first we should multiply these two.
Sir, how did we get 1 and 1?
Pardon? This one.
Yeah.
So cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Sin pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 is taken common.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So I will erase this part and write next steps on that side. That I erase this one.
This last step once again, please tell, sir.
Okay, all you have the problem in the last step. Let I rewrite it again then if you have the problems. It is just cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2. Okay, now it is okay.
Yes, sir.
Now 1 by root 2 should taken as a common, so I will write that log z 1 by root 2 is a common. 1 plus I into I pi by 4. Now this iota will this is actually pi by 4 root 2. This pi by 4 root 2 as it is. This iota I am taking inside. This is iota minus 1, because this is iota and I square is a minus 1. That's one. So that about a log z. But here we want still this answer that we want the root I raised to root I. So we got here log of root I raised to root I we got. And we want that z only. So taking antilog that is z is equal to e raised to I will take this inside also. Okay, see here what I am writing in the bracket, pi by 4 root 2 iota minus pi by 4 root. Okay, so just taking antilog on both sides. This log z become a z and this become e raised to whatever the RHS. Anyone, what should be the next step? That's a given. You will observe pi by 4 root 2 we should assume as alpha. Okay, or even though if you not assume, simply what you have to do it, e raised to x minus y form is there. So just you have to write down e raised to x into e raised to minus y that way. Okay, and next step is the answer. Then you get a real this way, you get this form. So next step is e raised to can I replace this by alpha, and you can write where pi upon 4 root 2 is alpha. I write e raised to alpha I into e raised to minus alpha. So e raised to minus alpha as it is. This e raised to minus alpha as it is, and that is a cis alpha. And that's the required answer. You'll have e raised to minus alpha cis alpha, where alpha is a pi by 4 root 2. Where alpha is pi by 4 root 2. That's one. This is not of this side. That is of other side there. Otherwise you will confuse. Is that clear? Any doubt? Just you have to play with the rules of indices and logarithm. So two things are important in log of complex number. One is yes, every time you get a complex number raised to complex number raised to complex. So we should start with the log. At the end again we should take anti-log to get the same complex number. So we are taking log and anti-log, and we are using the properties of indices. What are the properties of indices? So let I write it, those who have the new things here. So these are the properties we require generally. X raised to m plus n is x raised to m into x raised to n. X raised to m raised to n is x raised to mn. So mainly these two important properties we are using there. Okay, so obviously x raised to m minus n is x raised to m into x raised to minus n, or x raised to m divided by x raised to n. Such things are also there, but these two are enough there. So the same property, this property we used here. This is x e raised to alpha I minus alpha, e raised to alpha I minus alpha. So e raised to alpha I into e raised to minus alpha there. That. Are you finished this? Can we move to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is the last topic of the chapter. I think who is asking? Okay, Sanchit. Yeah, the last topic that we have from the complex number, last article. So questions looks very complicated. See how it looks. A plus ib raised to b is equal to m raised to x plus iy, and then we have to find out the value of y by x. Okay, looks very complicated, but when you start, you will feel that these examples are really simple. So I will start like this here. Given a plus ib raised to b is equal to m raised to x plus iy. We have to find out the values of x and y. Once we get values of x and y, then we can find out that y by x. We have to show y by x is this one. Okay, so to get that, let me take log on both sides. So taking log on both sides, now which log we should take? See, in the solution there is no 2k pi, there is no 2k pi or 2n pi. So just take a principal log. So principal log, we'll get it as a b log of a plus ib is equal to x plus iy into log m. Is it? What is the value of this? Yes, anyone? Is b as it is? What is the value of log of a plus ib? Log of r plus I theta. Is that? Where what is r? R is a root of a square plus b square, and theta is a tan inverse of b upon a. Am I clear? Where r is root of a square plus b square, and theta is a tan inverse of b upon a. I hope I'm clear here. And on RHS here, this become x into log m plus I times y into log m. Now a simple thing that we have to do it. Yes. What should be done here to get the values of x and y? Equating.
Equate real and imaginary
Very
part.
good. Very good. Correct. Equating a real and imaginary part. So if we equate a real and imaginary part, b log r is equal to x log m, and say b theta is y log m. And what we want? Actually, we want the value of y by x. So obviously, dividing, if you give this as equation 1 and 2, so this gives us, dividing these two equations, y by x is equal to, you go log m gets cancelled, y by x you get as a b theta divided by b log r. B again get cancelled. Theta is a tan inverse of b upon a. In the answer, they written 2 times tan inverse of b upon a. So why that 2 is coming there? It is coming tan inverse b upon a divided by log r, means log of root of x square plus y square. And that's the answer. I think there is a printing mistake or error in the question only. So 2 is not coming, I think. Nowhere the chance of 2 is there. Is that? So this 2 is not there. Just I will check.
So, sir, log will give na half.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Half.
Log will give as a half.
Half.
Just a minute. Yes, correct. Log of r is there. So this is log of this log will give us half. Then you will get that 2. Okay. So log of root of x square plus y square can be written as log of x square plus y square raised to half, and that half comes here, and that 2 comes in the numerator. So this is also correct. Whatever written is correct, and this is also correct. Both are correct. My mistake. So that half is coming from sorry.
Sir, in answer it is given a square plus
That
b.
is again my mistake there. Sorry. So this is not x square plus y square actually, that is a square plus b square. Okay, this is r is a root of a square plus b square, and this is a log of a square plus b square raised to half. That half comes outside and that goes in the numerator then, and that gives you the required answer then. That. So question is a little complicated, looks complicated, but it's really a simple. Are you want a break and then we'll start, because next session is also I'm going to take it, or we should continue and finish it? I think 3 to 4 questions still pending there.
According to me, continue and finish.
Okay, we'll continue and finish then.
Sir,
Yes.
so can you please explain that third step?
1, 2, 3. This one. This one.
Yes, sir.
What is the log of z? Log of z is log r plus I theta, where r is the root of x square plus y square and theta is a tan inverse y by. Just we use the definition of logarithm. At the beginning, I given two definition, log z and capital log z. So that two definitions we are using only. Is it clear, or I should write it?
Clear.
Clear. Okay, afternoon session I'm not going to take it, because we are going to finish it right now only. So only in the morning we'll continue these 4 questions, and that's the end of the syllabus then. Okay, and after that, whenever you have any doubt in any of the topic, you can just post it on WhatsApp. But on WhatsApp, don't post only the questions. Post your work also, whatever you've done, and then only I will check it, because few of the students are giving me the assignments like solve this, sir. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. Clear? Okay, I will move to the next question here. Yes, next semester I am only there, Umar. Next semester probably only one faculty will teach you. Okay, so that is a different thing. We'll see that one later on. Okay. So this looks now a little complicated question. See, what we have to prove here.
It is not visible.
Yes,
What
I
is
know.
written?
I will write it. I will write it. It is written if I raised to infinite times is equal to a plus ib. Okay, prove that tan of pi a by 2 is equal to b upon a, tan of pi a by 2 is equal to b upon a, and a square plus b square is equal to e raised to minus pi upon b there. Where is the minus, Swapnil?
Sir, in the question it's
Sir, वो दिख
I
रहा है
minus
question
I
में.
minus I.
Okay, just 1 minute. I will check it. No, there is no minus. There is no minus. Yeah, that may be. That is actually iota. E raised to iota is there. That iota looks like a minus. Okay, this dot,
Okay, sir.
this dot looks like a minus. Is that clear? So this is not minus. This is a dot of iota there. Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, so yes, anyone, how to start? Because looks very difficult, but it is very simple.
Sir, I to the power a plus ib.
Very good, very good. Yes,
equal to
yes.
y, then it will be I to the power y.
Nice. So you got a trick, because these are like a trick equation. Once you get this trick, that it is, you can replace the power is again a plus ib, because this is I raised to infinite times is a plus ib. So if you remove one of the iota, then also it is a plus ib. So the first step is important. If you get this step, yeah, you can do this. You can replace I raised to a plus ib, because this is also a plus ib, then is equal to a plus ib. And now our aim is to get a and b. To get a and b, we should take a log on both sides. Again, in the required answers, there is no 2k pi or 2n pi. So we should take
Sir, how we are equating I raised to a plus ib is equal to a plus ib?
Okay, let I tell you. So I will write it here. Suppose I will say x, okay, I will go a little different. So suppose I can write root 2. Are you done this type of question? Actually, there may
Yes,
be,
sir. Yes, sir.
okay, so on, or sorry, here is a root 2 like that is equal to what? So in such a case, you'll assume this entire equation by x, but if it is infinite times, so you can write it like as it is x, so you can write root 2 into root x, and suppose you are assuming it as z, and then you solve it. Okay, I hope, sorry, this you are assumed as x. You are assumed as x. X is equal to that one, but this, okay, I think still may not be clear to you.
Just squaring would be.
Yes, just squaring. Yes, very good. So that same logic comes here again, but suppose I will say uh, z equal to x raised to x raised to x raised to infinite times. Okay, so can I write x, and this I can write as x raised to x raised to x raised to infinite times. So this is x raised to, and you'll observe this is a z. So this bracket is also the z, so x raised to z. So this way we are replacing a plus ib. I think Umar is asking, is that? Who is asking this question?
Yes, sir. I only asked.
So this is way only we are writing how we are written here, because it is infinite times. If you remove one of the iota, still it is a plus ib, na?
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So this first step is only the tricky. The remaining is a simple. Now taking a principal log. So taking log on both sides, a plus ib into log of iota is equal to log of a plus ib. Now, what about this log of iota? Tell me the value. Directly you can write it. What is iota? It is a cis of pi by 2
Pi
or e
by
raised to
2.
I pi by 2. What is the log of e raised to I pi by 2? Can I write
I pi
directly?
by 2.
I is equal to e raised to I pi by 2. And log I, if you take on both sides, it is I pi by 2 only. And this side, we take log R plus I theta. We use a definition because A and B not given. Whenever A and B are known to us, they are particular number. We write the value of R and theta directly there. But in this case, A and B are general. So just we write in general where R is root of a square plus b square. And what about theta? Theta is a tan inverse of b upon a. Tan inverse of b upon a there. So that about r and theta there. So exactly same thing that we have to do it like a previous question only. So first thing we should simplify LHS. The simplification will be I a pi by 2. I a pi by 2. This iota into iota is a minus 1. So minus b pi by 2 is equal to log of r plus I theta. Next step should be equating real and imaginary part. Equating real and imaginary part, we get a pi by 2, a times pi by 2 is equal to log r, not log r, sorry, I theta. Not I theta again, only theta. This is a silly mistake that few of the doing, that they are writing iota also there. So a pi by 2 should be theta only, and b pi by 2 or minus b pi by 2, you can write it any one. B pi by 2 should be minus log r. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So theta is a tan inverse of b upon a. Okay, so that's one only. So just resubstitute the value of theta. Theta is here. These values we can use it there, and we get the first result. So I will write it this side. Therefore a pi by 2, theta is replaced by tan inverse of b upon a, and we get, if you take tan inverse on the other side, we get b upon a is a tan of a pi by 2 is equal to b upon a. That is the end of the first part. Want a square plus b square as e raised to minus pi slash b. How to get a second? How to get a second? Anyone?
Sir, R is equals to
So substituting value of
Yes,
R.
substituting only r, correct. So this is a log of root of a square plus b square, and then taking anti-log on both sides. Okay, from this you get a second result. Replace the value of r as a root of a square plus b square, then take anti-log. First minus sign you should take on this side only, minus pi b. Okay, if you are able to do it, complete it. If you have the problem, tell me, I will finish it. Do the second part your own.
sir, what about the negative sign? अगर हम anti-log लेते तो negative
Here is
sign
e raised to minus pi b by 2, na? E raised to minus pi slash b. So this minus we take on this side.
Sir, pi, shouldn't it be minus pi b by 2?
Yes, minus. So that only I have given to RHS. Okay, it's better you write on left hand side only. Okay, let I do that.
Just
Okay, so because this also creates the problem, because and that we require on that side only. So unwantedly I written on the other side, not required actually. So this is minus pi b. Okay, minus b pi is a log r there. So once you finish, tell me. We'll move to the next.
Sir,
Yes.
when I am solving, I am getting a square plus b square is equal to e to the power minus b pi, not pi by b.
Already there is pi by 2, na? This is pi by 2 is there, na?
Yes, e to the power minus b pi I am getting.
No, that rest of half is also there, na? You have to square both sides. Let I do it. Let I do here. Okay, I'm going to replace. I'll do it this other color. So minus b. Now in the second here, minus b pi by 2 is equal to log of root of a square plus b square. That is r is log of root of. So taking anti-log, e raised to minus b pi by 2 is root of a square plus b square. Now we have to remove this square root on RHS. So squaring both sides. Now again the property of indices. Okay, this we are going to square both sides. E raised to minus b pi by 2 raised to 2. So that x raised to mn become x raised to mn, and the 2 gets cancelled and we get required answer. E raised to minus b pi. Yes, b pi is equal to a square plus b square. I think you are correct.
Yes, sir. It's minus b pi only.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, he is correct. Hello. हा लेक्चर चालू आहे आणि प्रोफेसर नाही तिथे. ओके. हा हा बोला ना. हा बरोबर. हा जनरली मेजर आता कसं आहे माहिती आहे का, हे सगळं स्वतः आपल्यावर ढकलतात. आता तुम्हाला जर म्हणजे जो एव्हीडी सारखं असेल ना कोणी, तर ते काय करणार, यस म्हणून रेखा म्हणा, तुम्हाला काय करायचं ते करा. हा, पण तुम्ही शेअर केलंय आणि पण कॉपीराईट पण आहे म्हणताय, तर ते चुकीचं आहे. नाही शेअरच केलं नाही म्हणा आणि मग तुम्ही पुस्तक पाठवून द्या त्यांना पाहिजे असेल तर. हा, आमच्यात कसं बीएस ग्रेव आलंय, त्याला पण बुक मध्ये आत लिहिलेलं आहे कॉपीराईट आहे, पण आमच्यात पाठवलं
मल्टिप्लिकेशन
ते म्हणतात नो म्हणून लिहिणार आहे मी, मला नाही कोणाची भीती नाही. असं पण आहे म्हणजे, आणि बरोबर पण आहे. हा, नो म्हणून लिहून
I think question is wrongly
एज्युकेशन साठी
printed,
नसतो
sir.
कॉपीराईट, ऍक्च्युअली एज्युकेशन पर्पज. नो करून टाका, जास्त नाही टेन्शन.
हाँ सर ने बोल दिया भाई.
What sir told?
हा, यस.
Sir, your mic is on.
बोला कि misprint है right.
Yes, there is a printing mistake in the question only. So whatever the answer, minus b pi is the correct answer only. Okay. pi slash b is not possible at all. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you explain the third step from top?
1, 2, 3. This one.
The
Just take
down one, sir. The below one.
below one.
Yes, sir.
So this
Yes,
is
sir.
a plus ib as it is. Log of iota only replace. What is iota? Iota is e raised to I pi by 2. This one. Now take log on both sides. What is log I? Log of e raised to I pi by 2. It is only I pi by 2, na?
Yes, sir.
So these values you can use it directly also in the exam. If you know. If you don't know, do it step by step. First write out iota inside as a e raised to I pi by 2. Okay. Log of e raised
Sir,
to I pi by 2. And then replace. Is it clear?
sir, the other side, sir, log r plus I theta. I theta, how, sir?
This is a formula log of log z. What is at the beginning only I give on a two
Okay, sir.
formulas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, log z is log r plus I theta and capital log z is log r plus I theta plus 2k pi. So I already told you two formulas you have to remember. And why we are writing this way? Because a and b are unknown. So if it is a particular, suppose 1 plus iota is given, we can calculate it and directly replace also. Or you can directly write log of root of a square plus b square plus I times tan inverse of b upon a. You can write it directly here also if you have the problem. Okay. So I will move to the next question then. So here is a next question. Prove that log of a plus ib upon a minus ib is this much. Okay. And then we have to evaluate other part. Question is a simple, really simple. So if you observe, we have to find log of this. So a plus ib is a general number we are given. So we can assume it's a polar form. Let a plus ib is r times cis theta. Okay, we can take it that way. Hello, sir नहीं है दीते. हेलो सर श्रीकांत नहीं आया है सर. लेक्चर चल रहा है मेरा. हाँ यही पे ले रहा हूँ सर. ओके सर. Let a plus ib okay sorry is r times cis theta. R times cis theta there. R times cis theta or r times e raised to I theta. Is it okay? So what about a minus ib? Anyone?
E raised to minus I theta.
Minus theta.
R e raised to minus I theta. Correct. Therefore, log of a plus ib upon a minus ib is equal to log of, let me replace these values, r e raised to I theta upon r e raised to minus I theta. That r gets cancelled and this gives us log of, can I write e raised to I2 theta? Okay, e raised to I theta plus e raised to I theta, that is e raised to I2 theta. I hope now just let log and e is there, so this gives us I2 theta only. But what is the value of r and theta there? Where this r is, obviously r is a root of a square plus b square. What about theta? Theta is a tan inverse of b upon a. So if we resubstitute the value, log of a plus ib upon a minus ib will become 2 iota, and let me resubstitute theta. Theta is a tan inverse of b upon a. Got it? That's the proof. So simple. Only the thing is you should click this is a log, so you should convert in a polar form. We should convert in exponential form. The best is exponential actually, because log of exponential is 1 there. Okay, we know that log of exponential is 1. So a plus ib we written in exponential form, a minus ib also we got in exponential, and just simplified we get this. there is one more part actually. That second part is here. We have to find out the value of cos of this one. Therefore, cos of I times log of a plus ib upon a minus ib is equal to, now cos of iota will be as it is. This iota will be as it is. Log of a plus ib upon a minus ib we already completed here. This is the value. So it is a 2 iota tan inverse of b upon a. So what happens? This iota become a minus. So this will become cos of minus 2 tan inverse of b upon a. Any doubt up to this? Is there any doubt? Yes, you can keep this as answer also if you want, because question is not show that. But if you want to simplify, because the question is evaluate, so it should not be in cosine. So first thing, what you can do it, cos of minus theta is a cos theta, is it? Cos of minus theta is
Yes, sir.
So this minus you can remove. Cos of 2 times tan inverse of b upon a. Cos of 2 times tan inverse of b upon a. Or when you keep this as a in terms of tan inverse b upon a, it may look you as a complicated. You can replace in theta also. Okay, like you replace that log of this quantity, log of a plus ib is a 2i theta, and then it is a minus 2 theta, and cos of 2 theta you got, and now we want cos 2 theta in terms of tan, so that tan inverse and tan will get cancelled. So anyone remember the cos double angle formula in terms of tan? Let I rewrite it because few of you may
1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta.
Nice, very good, you are correct. So here I will rewrite it in a little different way. Why I am writing in theta form? Because it looks little simple there. So this value of log, this value of log, I will replace as a I2 theta. This iota is already there as it is, and the value is I2 theta, and that become a cos of minus 2 theta, and that is cos 2 theta. Now cos 2 theta can be written as, those who don't know, remember this formula, it is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. This is a trigonometric identity. Why we are written in tan? Because the theta, sorry, this theta is available as tan inverse of b upon a. Theta is a tan inverse of b upon a.
This one from here, sir, after 2i tan inverse b by a, then cos we are applying, then within the cos box, there should be I into 2i tan inverse b by a, na, sir?
Yes, you can write that directly also here also. But later on, you have to use the formula for cos of 2 theta there. Okay, that tan inverse of b upon a, you compare like a theta and use that formula here, this one. And now when you replace tan theta value, so you'll observe what is tan theta from here. What is tan theta? It is b upon a. So the answer you will get 1 minus b square by a square divided by 1 plus b square upon a square, and the final answer you get a square minus b square divided by a square plus b square. This is the final answer there. A square minus b square upon a square plus b square. So you can resubstitute the value of theta as a tan inverse of b upon a here also, but that time you will confuse how to proceed. Because of that I am keeping in theta, so that you can cross check. That cos of 2 theta is 1 minus tan square upon 1 plus tan square. There is a formula there. Okay.
So, sir, basically we have substituted 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x squared.
2 tan inverse x as Yes, that way also your choice. Yes, that is also the way.
Cos 1 sec y 1 plus x square.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But answer will be the same. Okay. You can
Yes,
go
sir.
that way also. Now we left with the two small questions after this. Yes, you can apply component, but multiple ways are there. Choice is your. So what I done here, I mainly preferred this case where first it is written in cos 2 theta and cos 2 theta formula I directly used, so that tan theta can be replaced as a b square upon a square directly there. So choice is your. You can go in different ways, but mathematically, logically, you should use a correct identity. Okay. I'll move to the second last question here then.
Sir, I have a doubt in this one.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So can't we use that? We have 2 tan inverse b by a. So can't we use that formula tan inverse b by a plus tan inverse b by a?
Tell me just 1 minute. I will write it. What you are asking, I'm not getting. Tell me your formula.
So we have in previous step we have got 2 tan inverse b by a, right?
2 tan inverse b upon a. Okay, just 1 minute. I will change the ink. 2 tan inverse b upon a. Yes. Then
We can write it as tan inverse b by a plus tan inverse b by a.
okay. Yes, that is also correct.
Then we have the formula tan inverse b a plus b upon a 1 minus p
That
square
way
upon
also
a.
you can proceed. Your choice. Yeah, you are
Sir,
correct.
in that I am getting different answer. I am getting as
No, you should
cos
get.
2ab upon e square minus b square.
No, it's not possible. Either that two answers are equivalent when you simplify, or you made definitely a mistake. One way is there. You can post your solution after the class. I will check it, or right now also we can do it. Choice is yours.
Okay, sir, I will post it.
Okay. I will tell you where you made a mistake then. Okay. So here is a simple question now. One of the simplest question that you have. We want log of sine of x plus iy. We have to separate it into real and imaginary part. Log of x plus iy. So let we start z as log of sine of x plus iy. First of all, we use sine a plus b formula. So what is the sine a plus b? Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Next, this log as it is. This is sine x as it is. What is the cos of iy?
Cos hyperbolic y.
Correct. Cos x. What is the sine iy? I times sine hyperbolic y. So I already have written there. Now log of a complex. It is like log of a plus ib. So the next step will be log r. This is by formula I am writing. Many of you are asking me how we can write it like this. Where you can write r as root of x square plus y square. That is the sine square x cos h square y. This is x square plus y square. So cos square x into sine h square y. So this is log r plus I theta. Theta I will write it as a tan inverse of y by x. So here is y upon x. So okay, you can write it cos x sine hy divided by sine x cos hy. And last step now, we require a real and imaginary part. Hence the real part is this one and the imaginary part is a tan inverse of cot x into tan hy. That's one. I hope you are getting. So lastly, you should write the real part. Real part of given complex number is this one. This is a real part and the imaginary part is this one. Is it clear?
Sir, z is equal to log r plus I theta is formula, no sir?
Z is equal to log r plus I theta is a formula. This is the formula. This is formula for logarithm.
Okay, sir.
So this This expression also can be simplified with the trigonometric identities, but not required. You can keep this as answer because question is not show that or nothing is there. 90% of the questions in hyperbolic and this log of complex number are coming as a show that or prove that. And as the question is a show that or prove that, the best part is the answer is with you. Just you have to cross check where you made any mistake or not. If there is a mistake, yeah, you can correct it. So the last question for today.
Sir, just for a while, please show the solution.
Just a minute. Can I explain third step from the
Done,
top?
sir.
Someone is saying. Who is there? Okay. 165. So this is this third step. This is a yes. Here this sin x as it is. Cos of iy is a cos hyperbolic y. So that is a relation between circular and hyperbolic that we seen earlier only. Okay. And cos of sin of iy is I times sin hyperbolic y. We discussed that time that iota works like a negative sign or odd function. Whenever there is odd function, sine, tan, cosec, circular will be converted in hyperbolic and iota will come out. But whenever it is an even function like cos, cot, sorry, cot is not cos and okay, so that is cos of iy. Cos of iy become a cos hyperbolic y there. We discussed that already. Okay, so you should go through first of all the set of the formulas we written in the beginning of hyperbolic. Okay, so one is a relation between circular hyperbolic, second is a hyperbolic identities. So that way. Okay, so can we move to the last question here? So chances of this last questions coming in exam is very rare actually, because okay. So the question is like this: find all the roots of the equation sin z equal to cos hyperbolic 4. Sin z. The first question is sin z. We have to solve this equation. Sin z is equal to cos hyperbolic 4. Now this is some questions that you've done in 12th where if you are able to convert this RHS is also in sine, then we use that identity that you learn in the 12th there. So this is the identity we have to use it. If sine theta is equal to sine alpha, then theta equal to, yes, anyone? If sine theta equal to sine alpha, then one of the answer is theta equal to alpha, but that is a principle. We were not only interested in principle. If
n
you
pi plus minus 1 to the
yes, very good. N pi plus minus 1
alpha is equal to
raised
n
to
plus
n
minus 1 to the power n theta.
alpha. Okay, so n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. So if you recall this property, then only you can do it. Otherwise, you can't. Okay, but chances of coming this question is definitely a rare. So whatever the questions we completed previous, they are mainly coming in the exam. This question not came in last 4 or 5 years, but yes, part of syllabus. So how to convert cos hyperbolic into sine first? How to convert cos hyperbolic into sine? Can you
Identity.
yes, first tell me how to convert cos theta, cos hyperbolic theta into cos theta. Cos hyperbolic theta.
I multiply.
Yes.
Cos I4.
Then no need to multiply. Just you can write cos hyperbolic theta is a cos I theta. Okay. This is a relation between hyperbolic and circular. Is it clear? cos hyperbolic theta is a cos of I theta. Now we have to convert cos to the sine. Cos theta and sine theta. How to convert cos theta into sine theta? How to convert cos theta into sine theta?
Pi by 2 minus theta.
Pi by 2 minus theta. Very good. So sine pi by 2 minus theta is a cos theta, or cos pi by 2 minus theta is a sine theta. So this is a sine of pi by 2 minus theta. So sine z equal to, now you get this form, sine theta equal to sine alpha, and we want z there. So this gives us z equal to, now this is z and this is alpha. So n pi or k pi, whatever you want, you can write it. This n is integer and takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha, that is a pi by 2 minus I4, and that is the answer. These are all roots of that, where n takes the values like 0, 1, 2, so on. So these are all roots of that equation. This sine z equation is a polynomial of infinite degree, because if you see the Maclaurin series of sine z, it is like z minus z cube by 3 factorial plus z raised to 5 upon 5 factorial and so on. So this is these have infinite roots there actually. The important thing is this one. This result you should know. Sine theta equal to sine alpha, then theta is n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha.
So we have to know the general solution of all trigonometry sine, cos, tan.
No. You just take this only example. But if it comes, this will only come. There is no other questions in exercise also on this. Okay. In the exercise part, you will not have that different questions also on this. For example, okay, cos z equal to 2 is there. One similar question in exercise. And tan z plus 2 equal to 0. So cos, tan and sine. So 3 formulas. So it's better you keep a formula book with you. Okay. Definitely that book you cannot use it directly. Remember in exam, when these are not open book exams there, so you cannot keep the book in front of you. So otherwise you will be caught as a malpractice. Okay, so you should either remember the formulas. Okay, so you should take care of all these things your own. Okay, so last question, sine z equal to iota. Did I finish it? We have to find out roots of sine hyperbolic z equal to iota. Now one side is a function and other is only number, so we cannot use that trigonometric identities. So sine hyperbolic z can be written as e raised to z minus e raised to minus z upon 2. This is by Euler's definition. Euler's definition of sine hyperbolic z. Okay. So by Euler's definition, sine hyperbolic z is written like this. So let me solve this equation for z. So e raised to z minus e raised to minus z is equal to 2i. So this is e raised to z minus 1 upon e raised to z is equal to 2i. Cross multiply. So it gave e raised to z bracket square minus 1 is equal to 2i e raised to z. So we can write a quadratic equation for e raised to z. E raised to z bracket square minus 2 iota e raised to z minus 1 equal to 0. So this is quadratic in z. So we can get a quadratic formula. By quadratic formula, e raised to z equal to minus b. So that formula ax square plus bx plus c, then x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So that formula we are using, it is a 2i plus or minus root of b square, 4i square is a minus 4 minus 4ac, so plus 4 upon 2a. So you get e raised to this is actually the 0, this is 0, 2i upon 2, so it is just iota. So e raised to z is iota. So what is z? Z is a log of iota. Now remember, it is all roots, so you should take general log. If we want only one root, we can take a principal log. Am I clear? If we want only one root, we take a principal log. We wanted all roots there, so we take a general log. So what is a general log of iota? R is 1 plus log r plus I theta. So I theta is pi by 2 plus 2k pi, and that's the answer. Or you can write it in simplified form also. That's one.